Welcome to another edition of Mark's Inspiration. Glad you could join me here today as always. Today's topic is going to be do this if you want to get rid of her. How to get rid of your woman or how to make her stay. But we're going to talk about how to get rid of her, how to push her away. And this will give you an idea of what you need to do and what you don't need to do to keep her attracted to you. Here's what you can do. If you want to get rid of a woman, like if she's like clingy and needy and you just can't stand her anymore, all you have to do is act like you can't live without her. Yes, I know. It's contradictory, but that's the way it works. Start telling her that she is the most important thing in your life, that you don't know what you would do without her, that she just makes your days, that when she sends you a message in the morning, it just brightens your day. And when she calls you or you get something from her, it just, you're just so in love, you just don't know what to do. How God could have sent you such a beautiful woman. Yes, just keep telling her things like that, and soon she'll be on the way out with the Chad or the the player. She will soon bore of you. Her boredom of you will become so great in a very short amount of time, you won't have to worry about her contacting you anymore. Yes, I know that sounds strange. How can it be? If you profess your love for your woman and tell her how important she is to you, how you want to take care of her, how you just have never met anyone like her, how can that be that with all that admiration and praise that she would not want to be with you anymore? Doesn't make sense, does it? And that's where the fallacy lies. Us men try to think that our logic of revealing our heart, making ourselves vulnerable, telling her how you feel about her, is going to make her love you more, when in reality, it makes her love you less. Actually, it will make her resent you. She will despise you. If you give her enough of that, you will never see her again. Too much attention. Remember, attention is the coin of gold for women. And if you give them too much of that, the gold doesn't mean anything. Think about things in your life that you really like, that you really appreciate. Let's say you like to eat ice cream. If you have to eat ice cream twice a day, every day for a week or two, you're going to get sick of ice cream. Or think about people who work in fast food, McDonald's. You like to go to McDonald's once in a while maybe and eat some fries or a burger, a Big Mac, or is that Burger King? Well, you get the picture. Okay, but if you had to eat that every day, twice a day, or every day once a day, you would get tired of that pretty quick. Little Caesar's pizza. If you had to eat that every day, you would get tired of it. It's the same thing with attention and the attention you give your woman. If you give it to her every day, over and over, in large amounts, guess what? It's going to become repulsive to her. So, as I said, if you want to get rid of a woman, treating her like crap will not do it as quickly as treating her like gold, like she's the most important thing in your life. So that's how you really get rid of somebody if you want to. If you don't want to block them or just quit talking to them, you can actually just get them to not want to be with you by giving them an overabundance of attention. Okay, now the reverse of that, if you want to keep your woman, you need to limit that attention. You need to limit that gold. Remember, attention is like gold to women. So if you start limiting that attention, treating her, you don't have to treat her badly, but treating her like she's just not so important, like she's not the most important thing in your life. And she never should be. She should never be your priority. She should never be the most important thing in your life. And if she is, she will not stick around too long. She does not want to be there. She does not want to be pedestalized. She does not want to be treated like a queen. She does not want to be treated like a princess. You get the point, right? Okay, but society, movies, media, sitcoms, TV, whatever, all tells us that You should treat her like the goddess that she is, the princess that she is. And we see these movies where these guys just worship and adore these women, and then eventually they fall into the men's arms and, you're the one for me. I see how great you are. After she's been out with the Chads and got burnt quite a few times. But I'm telling you what, she will continue to go for the Chads and the players, and she will never realize or open her eyes what a wonderful man that you are. That's a fallacy in thinking also. If she is interested in you, never show too much interest. There's the 2/3 rule. For every 2/3 she does for you, whether it be interest or maybe she gives you something or whatever she does for you, whatever that may be, you give back 1/3. Now, I know we're taught the golden rule, treat others the way you want to be treated or the way we want to be treated. But it doesn't work that way with women, because women are not men. Men and women are not the same. We don't think the same. We don't look the same. Well, although sometimes nowadays they almost look the same and act the same too, but they're not. Inside, within their deep subliminal conscious brain, reptilian brain even, they think differently. So the mistake men make, and I've done it too, more than once, I'm ashamed to say. Well, I'm not ashamed, but I have. Sometimes it takes me 3 or 4 times to learn. 5 or 6 sometimes. Okay, but eventually I get the message. They are not like us. So when you treat a woman the way you want to be treated as a man, it doesn't work, because we respond differently to different stimuli, if you like. So what we have to do with that golden rule is to treat women the way they want to be treated, not the way TV, movies, Disney tells us the way they want to be treated, because they will tell you they want to be treated like a princess, like a queen. Look on the dating sites. You can find many, many women that say they want to be treated like a princess or like a queen. But have you ever treated one like that? If you have, you know what happens. And it doesn't take long. You start getting treated like a servant. Yes, a servant, a lower class individual. And it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to us men, because we think logically. Women don't think logically. Now, does that mean they can't think logically? No, it doesn't. But in general, they think from an emotional level, from a feeling level. Now, if you're a man and you're thinking from an emotional and feeling level, or if you're following your heart, as they tell you to do, you are in trouble with her. There's a guy on my Instagram channel, on my Instagram. I'm from the old school, so sometimes I don't know the terms we use nowadays, but he's a great guy. I've met him several times. We've talked, and he's got a girlfriend, and he's always posting her on his page, saying things like, yeah, you make my day, you're the most important thing in my life, I don't know what I'd do if I didn't have you, etc., etc. Okay, I'm curious to see what will happen. Maybe they'll stay together, maybe they'll get married, they're around that age, hopefully. Maybe she is different, maybe she's a unicorn, I'm not sure, but let's wait and see. But usually what happens in that situation, first off, the woman should be posting that about the man. He shouldn't be the one doing it all the time, because he is pedestalizing her, okay? And women don't, as I said, they don't want to be pedestalized. I'm sure you've probably put a woman on a pedestal before, and how did that turn out? I know I've done it. I never put a woman as the most important thing in my life, but I did have her up there as number 2. And the real problem was she thought she was number 1. I treated her like she was number 1, even though I knew she wasn't number 1. And when it come down to it, where she actually made, not overtly, but come to a choice of what was most important to me, I chose the other thing and I walked away, of course. But she didn't know that, so. And of course, 6 months later, she contacts me and wants to wish me a happy birthday. And when we were going out the last year, she never said much crap about my birthday. Actually, I didn't even know she knew when it was. So think about that. Did she really want to wish me a happy birthday? Not really. It was just an excuse. And when they come back, They have some excuse, some trivial thing that they want to, oh, well, I thought I'd contact you about this. But really what it is, when you go no contact, when you just get tired of the crap and walk away because it's screwing your life up, they're surprised and they think you're going to come back, but you don't. And then they think, well, I guess I really wasn't his number one priority in life. So back to that, you never want a woman to be your number one priority in life. Never, ever should she be the first thing in your life. Even if you get married and have kids, the number one priority should be your mission, your purpose, your goals. That should always be the first thing that comes to your mind whenever you make a decision, not your woman. I've made that mistake. It doesn't work. I've studied, I've helped other men who got in the same position, men who were married, and it just doesn't work. When they get back, when I guide them back to their purpose, what's important to them, and when they start taking care of themselves better, their woman starts to come around. She starts to follow them again. She starts to respect them again. Do not pedestalize women. Do not treat her like a queen. Do not treat her like a star. Unless you want to get rid of her, as I said, the beginning of this video. If you want to get rid of her, treat her like a star, and she will treat you like a fan. All right, that's all I got time for today. I hope this has been of value to you. If so, share it with a friend if you think it will help them. And if you'd like to get my help personally, I didn't tell you, like the video now and subscribe if you haven't. And thank you for my current subscribers. I appreciate you. If you would like to get my help personally, you can contact me at marksinspirationalguidance@gmail.com. My website, if you want to know more about me, is marksinspiration.com. I will put the links in the bio. Hit that notification bell. We have a video coming out every day that I know will be of value to you. Okay? I gotta go to work. It's a beautiful day. 40 degrees. Looks like it's gonna be about 60 today. I can't wait for spring. The robins were singing this morning. Early spring. I'll talk to you later. Have a good day.